told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rub the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up the score on them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
they
in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, made better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, made better get around right now.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard know I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the kitty. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, don't got no whip, and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip, if you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. On these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent, bossy predicament. I see no biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. All they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the tight end goes in motion left. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. On the draw, it's Pollard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Here's Prescott. Complete on the deep ball.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Bengals 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Burrow looking to pass. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he... Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Dallas.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down,
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards for it on the ground.
first and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Play action. It's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Burrow being chased out left toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here's Lewis to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Damone Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted. I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
11.
Burrow on 3rd down. This goes out wide from Mixon, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 36-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 29, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Prescott now. Robinson to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And it's a fumble. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
11, Thomas. 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the reception made by Green.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, Burrow. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 2. 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd?
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be caught by Brown. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, and it's Pollard again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Pollard again, and he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a give here to Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Cowboys, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll lose an important...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped and no, I'm not crazy, I'm just yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard,